Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. I'm Kimberly Bro and this is Lift, Hike, and Thrive. And I want to thank you for being here today. Today I was wanting to talk about us midlife women that are finding strength, seeking adventure, looking to thrive in our second act, getting confidence, finding what our meaning of life is after the kids have kind of grown, or even if you've never had kids. What does this next chapter look like as we're turning 50? I know with me, I wanted to seek adventure, get stronger. I've been lifting more. I'm just trying to figure out what is it that I'm doing, right? I feel like life is dwindling. I know that's not necessarily the best way to look at it, but I really feel this empowerment of why am I here? Yes, I've raised my kids and I'm the mom, I'm the wife, I'm a full-time working mom. I'm just like you. Like I've always said, I'm just very average. There's nothing special about me, but I've been starting to think about what excites me. I used to stay so busy with raising the kids, running them to, daycare, and then it was running them to sports. And then in high school, they were driving themselves, but you still had to be there and do all the things. And now it's, why am I here? And what am I good at? And what can I do with myself now that I am older? I don't have all those things that I have to run the kids to. And I'm thinking, mainly in the last 6 months, maybe a year, some people call it a midlife crisis. I joke with my husband that I call it a midlife evaluation. And I really just want to take advantage of the times that we have left. I'm 52. I really want to reach out to other women. And I started asking myself, what excites me? What am I passionate about? And I'm really not a creative person at all. So this was kind of exploration of what is important to me. And, my husband teases me because I'm just kind of all over the place. But really for the last 6 months, maybe a year, I've kind of honed in on what it is I'm excited about. And it's working out and going on adventures, hiking, backpacking. And then most recently, really in the last month, it's been about helping other women. And I realized, I want to be that person. I'm a teacher. I'm a full-time high school counselor. I teach a college class on the side for fun. And I started thinking, I want to help people. And I started watching YouTube videos, and then I came across a couple of content creators who were like, hey, if you're over 45, start a YouTube channel. And, I'm not expecting to make lots of money or anything. I mean, it would be nice. But I just felt like, yeah, I want to help other people that are going through what I go through. And I thought I could create a community where we talk about, or maybe you ask me questions and we discuss what's going on with life now that we're in our second act and what does that look like. And so, yeah, I just wanted to kind of share my experiences with you, and maybe it'll resonate with at least somebody. And I want to inspire people. I want you to inspire me. I think women are a great community of people. And I think especially as we get into our midlife, it's really important that we find our value. And I really wanted to share kind of my journey as far as what brought me here. And I've kind of already touched base on it, but basically just I've raised raised my 3 girls, 2 are in college still, 1 already graduated. And it became this, okay, well, what am I good at? What brings me joy? And I was watching a lot of social media, just like a lot of you, and I was coming across pages that were inspiring for women. Over 45 kind of thing is my gig, and fitness and getting into our hobbies. What does that look like? And especially in the fitness space, I found myself, and maybe it was the algorithm, I don't know, but I found myself looking at accounts where these women had these beautiful homes and they were not working, and which is fine. I'm not taking anything away from them, but I wanted something that resonated with me. I work full time. I work at an after school program just to make some extra money. Like I said, I'm a teacher and high school counselor, so I'm in the very average income range. And sure, my goal to retire in 10 years is to kind of be debt free or low debt. And with these accounts, I just found myself, there was a disconnect. And so I thought, I really just want to reach out to the average person with no filters. There's not going to ever be filters on my page. You'll see me just like I am. Today I have my hair up because I was getting ready to work out. And I thought, now's a good time. I'm going to go work out. And you know what? Actually, I have a really good idea for a video. So I sat down here and I'm making a video. But I really wanted to reach out and think, this is the time for us to find what's going on. So going back to my journey, I found that I'm just going to make a channel for average women that want to get out there. Let's figure out how to thrive in our second act. What are we excited about? What can we do to bring value to our lives? Because as we age, I think we went from caregivers to trying to figure out, like, where did I go? Like, where did I go? I lost myself, I think, for about 15, 20 years there, in the sense of, I felt like I didn't have time for my hobbies. I kind of let myself go. And as far as physically, I felt that I had put on quite a bit of weight. I'm 5'11", so I had put on probably 50 or 60 pounds since my college years. And I thought that now's the time. And so over the last couple of years, I would say I've focused on just eating better, working out a little more, lifting weights, which I plan on making a lot of videos about that. But I found that I lost 30 pounds, and I worked with a nutrition coach. She helped me, to really hone in on my protein and making sure that I'm eating all the right things. And anyway, long story short, I lost 30 pounds. I feel so much better. I've gone through the menopause thing, and I've fought through some of those, which those could actually be a video in and of itself. I've just been feeling really good. And I wanted to inspire you to travel the same path, whatever that looks like for you, in the sense that I want you to be happy. I want you to find out what it is that makes you happy, and like, what is your passion? What do you have a gift for that you can share with other people? And I felt that, my gift is that I'm just your average midlife woman that wants to get more fit and go seek adventures, like I said, and you're going to hear me say that a lot. I love to be outside when the weather's nice. I love mountains. I love hiking. I love backpacking. And I found that a lot of people would ask me, oh, what did you do to plan, this trip or that trip, or what do you take to go hiking? So that's the goal of this channel. I will talk about planning on hiking, backpacking, fitness, and just being well, thriving. What does that look like? And I encourage you guys to find your passion as well, because we matter. There's a gal named Dr. Stacy Sims. You should Google her. She's amazing. I love reading her content. I listen to a lot of her podcasts. She's about wellness for women over 45. And it's about women are not small men. And we need to lift heavy and have strong bones and strong muscles, because we need to take care of ourselves. And I think for so long, especially with me, because like I said, I'm 5'11", and I was 50 or 60 pounds overweight. I was always ashamed of being tall. When I was a kid, I got teased. I was taller than all the boys, all through high school. It was a rough time, but just growing up is sometimes. And she really points to the fact that for so long, women were taught to just be small, like not strong. We just eat less and lose weight. Because remember, I'm a product of the early 90s, well, product of the 70s actually, but it was actually more that the 90s kind of were my teen years. I graduated in 1991, but that was the waif model time. And that was rough because I was always a bigger gal. And I remember the frames of everybody were tiny, tiny, tiny. And I was never going to be that way. So going back to Stacy Sims, she's an exercise physiologist, and I will tag her or link her in the comment or in this video. And she really resonated with me because it's about being strong. And it's not about being small. It's about taking care of ourselves and lifting heavy weights. And once you go down that deep hole of finding, what matters to you and how do you get strong, then you find, your algorithm changes. And then I found Dr. Vonda Wright, who's amazing. She wrote a book called Unbreakable. And Dr. Stacy Sims wrote, I think it was Roar. I'd have to double check. I think it was Roar. I read it a while ago. But Dr. Vonda Wright wrote Unbreakable. And both of them talk about the importance of strength training and protein as we age. And I've really been trying to follow that. And, like I said, hopefully these videos will help you guys too. And we can talk about all that. And I can learn from you and you can learn from me. I hope we can all do this together. And I really want to spread the word that we're here. Midlife women matter. And it's our time. And I wanted to say that to you. It is your time. Like, you have done the things. So now it's time to take care of yourself. I know I'm going to do everything I can to take care of myself, because disease, we know, is always just a day away. We're one diagnosis away. So we got to do what we can, and focus on wellness and do the things that bring us joy. Do the things that we're passionate about, whatever it is. Maybe I have a best friend, she's taken on to sewing. And if you're watching this, Carrie, you know who you are. But sewing is her thing, which is so cool. I just want to see all of us, you find your passion and find what makes you feel like you matter and that you're excited and that it brings you joy. And I am so blessed, I guess is the word. I feel blessed. Because right now, I feel really good about things. This video or this channel is really exciting to me. I'm learning stuff every single day. I'm going down the YouTube network on learning it, and I am a total beginner. So, this video, I asked my daughter, I'm like, can you help me edit this if I need to? Because I know nothing. So I am a total beginner too, but that's my goal of this channel is that we're here. And we're just finding our way through this mess and making the best of it and finding what makes us happen and be inspiring to each other and be well and be happy and content. And that is my goal. So I just wanted to put this video together today to say you matter, and it's your time. It's our time. It's time for us to find what makes us happy, feel good about ourselves. We're all in different situations, and we got to do what makes us happy. So with that, I just wanted to say thank you for joining me today. Please make sure you hit the like button and subscribe if you really feel like it. This is a brand new channel. So everything I'm doing, I'm just trying to get the word out because I'm really excited. Even if I don't even get a bunch of views, I'm still really excited about this. So again, thank you for joining me at Lift, Hike, and Thrive.